All right.
Bring him in.
Oh, he's right there.
Gino went outside. What are you doing? Close the door and
Gino. There's Gene.
Hello, gentlemen, and I use the term lightly.
Oh, yeah. That's going to hurt us. That's not good. I don't really consider myself a gentleman. The great Gene Simmons. How are you, sir?
You know, I'm deliriously happy, I'm sure you can tell.
Yes. Why are you happy?
I get to be me another day. How about you?
I'm happy to be me.
Yes.
We're happy just to be near you.
So what's all this trash I hear you talking about when I'm not here? You know, the cowardly thing to do? Why don't you just say it to my face?
Which thing?
Something about I don't care about Kiss fans and all this stuff. Because, you know, I have eyes and ears.
Ooh. No, I think we took a call or two.
Yes, and
they think that you might market the Kiss stuff a little too much.
Good, and their choice living in the capitalist system is don't buy it.
Why are you looking at me?
Because we work here. Don't be a whining bitch. You know, if you don't like what's going on, switch the channel. Don't buy it. Somebody can complain all they want about anything, but the power of the purse is the biggest power. Somebody doesn't like something.
Some people though would say that isn't always the case. That there's some kind of a loyalty or
they're not qualified to make that assessment.
Brand dignity or things like that.
Says who?
I'm just saying
you have to consider the source. Everybody's got an opinion, and everybody's opinion is worth one opinion. By the way, this content that you're videoing is for whom?
For the website.
Is that okay,
Would you like
Gene?
to ask me first?
Well, hold on. This is the second time Gene's been in, and the first time he was in, he asked if somebody would ask him, and then how come we're filming, like, at least without the courtesy of asking the second time?
See that? Now you know why he was on my roast and you weren't.
Oh,
but no, for real. Like, it's like that would save us the.
Somebody is supposed to clear.
It's common
not
courtesy.
me, but
Okay.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, but that's not somebody. It's like when before you.
I'm
stick
not a
it
lawyer.
Yeah, before you stick it in, you say, "May I?"
Would you mind if we videoed you?
I
this
don't.
interview?
I would
Thank you
consider
very
it an
much.
honor. Now, how come? Look, how come you've got a little one here? What's the?
Jimmy's banana.
And of course, he's got a little pussy in his lap, which I'm sure you've already done 10 jokes about that.
No, actually, we've sworn off pussy jokes because we thought they were kind of, you know, hacky.
Because you're tired of paying the FCC money.
No, over here, would you say, you know,
you can say whatever the hell you want.
It's called a pussy, not a cunt.
Right.
So we can pretty much say whatever we want.
Yeah.
You're hurting me.
Yes.
So isn't it a fantastic book?
Well, not yes, and I want to know a little bit about this.
Not yes.
No, not yes.
That's what you said.
Not
Did
yes.
Yeah. Well, let me describe
Well,
it.
yes, but I also have a few questions.
Well, let me tell you about the book first, because that's more important.
All
Here's
right.
a book called Ladies of the Night, written by my favorite person, Gene Simmons. It's a historic or historical, take your pick, overview of the oldest profession in the world. It is a coffee table book in the sense that you can put it on your coffee table and everybody will have lots to say about it. Gold tipped, gold trim. I mean, it's really a high-end book, very much sort of an art house book. And the reason for that is I think the oldest profession in the world hasn't gotten a fair shake, as it were, from the courtesans of Europe's Renaissance period to the geishas of Japan, to even the New Testament and Mary Magdalene. This has been a time-honored tradition and has been relegated to the dark side. If you go to page 52, I'll show you something astonishing.
Oh, it looks like a
Turn to
workbook.
page 52. This is like,
fun.
you know, yeah, this is psalm and verse.
Page
What's amazing is when you go to
Page 52.
when you go to page 52, you'll see when you entered the brothels of Rome, you actually used those coins.
Ooh.
Describe them.
Well, I see sexual positions.
That's right.
On the coins with various Roman numeral denominations.
That's exactly what it was. And so you'd go into the brothels of Rome and you'd give them the equivalent of the denomination. And you'd give them either your slave or fur skin or whatever it was that you exchanged for it. They would give you these coins that were only good in the houses of ill repute. And then on the other side, because most of the masses were illiterate, it actually depicted what it was you were buying.
Oh, so that's obviously a blowjob.
Doggy style.
And
and all the
there,
rest.
doggy.
Yeah.
And this one, I don't know what that what the fuck is that one? Looks like it's just kind of holding her ass.
That wasn't a Passover dinner.
You're cordially invited.
They don't let you talk.
Oh no, I've just been enjoying this cat very much.
Jimmy is
Cat jumped up on my lap.
a cat lover.
Did you have a good time at the roast?
I really did. It was great.
Yeah. Boy, they drilled me a new asshole.
Yeah, that's what the roasts are all about. I hear Jimmy did very well, though.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
good.
Gene sent me a very nice Christmas gift too. It was
Really?
Yeah, it was an iPod Tower.
Yeah.
And a handwritten note. It was really great. I meant to thank you for that.
That's very nice.
Yeah.
Don't ruin it. You're gonna leave them nothing to talk about. That asshole's a money grubbing son of a So you're right. We just
money grubbing son of a
you're right. We just came back from the European leg of our world tour. Played 30 stadiums and arenas, from Stockholm Stadium, which sold out in 20 minutes, and Helsinki and everything else. And we're only doing 4 shows in America, one at the foot of Mount Rushmore, August 4th, for hundreds of thousands of people, literally. It's Sturgis, the bike rally. They're going to have 400,000 to 500,000 people there. And we're going to literally inform the local airports, it's not even a joke, to keep their low-flying planes away from the area, because our fireworks are hundreds of feet high into the air. So it's dangerous for low flights. So you can imagine, and we'll play some songs.
Yeah, well, I would hope so, if people are going to see Kiss,
but if it's just some guy going, here's my second song, is an acoustic version, get out of here. Blow some stuff up.
You want the whole thing?
Yeah.
The whole show. Yeah. Only 4 shows, though, in the States, huh?
Yeah, because we don't have time. Paul's doing some art show stuff. His artwork is really exploding. We've got our 4th season of Gene Simmons' Family Jewels that we start filming in August. 3rd season of 34 new episodes is running now, and I started another television show, which I can't talk about except to say that, which will be finished by the end of August. And the IndyCar series is running, and as you know, our Simmons Abramson Marketing does the branding marketing for the IndyCar series, including the Indy 500. And just an awful lot of stuff. And Ladies of the Night.
Yes.
My newest book. The other 2, by the way, were New York Times and LA Times bestsellers.
I have to ask you, what type of research did you do on this?
You know what? Sorry, is it for me?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, go on. No, go ahead. Take it. I don't want to interrupt anything.
Go ahead.
No, come on, please. Take it. Who's it from? We're all dying to know. It wasn't a sound effect for me. No, come on, who was it? He's not the boss?
No, I don't know. Okay. Our old boss isn't with us anymore.
Yeah.
Just left yesterday.
So what it was we've all kind of been fascinated by the whole thing. Here I am playing with Jim's banana.
Yeah, he loves it.
Have it.
Yeah, been used. The idea has always fascinated me, and because America's a remnant of the Puritan ethic, I think it's been relegated to the shadows. When the truth is, from Spitzer all the way down to the lowest crack whore, there is that business that goes on. And it seems to me in Europe they have less of a problem with it, because when Mitterrand, the head of France, at the time passed away, not only did his wife show up at his funeral, but also his mistresses, and nobody batted an eyelash. And so I think what I'd like to do is to engage people in the conversation. I'm not an advocacy group. This is more a historical overview.
That's just it. It's a historical overview. How did you research for it? Did you just decide? Well, is this knowledge you had, or did you have to kind of?
I'm fairly well read, but you do have to refer to the internet, and libraries are a godsend as far as I'm concerned. They're the house of God. Julie McCarran, who works at Phoenix, my co-venture partner for Simmons Books, did almost all the research. That includes scouring the museums of Europe and Asia and so on and so forth. It's too easy to look at the Kama Sutra and take all the sexual positions, because this book ain't about sex. It's about women throughout history who decided to empower themselves, whether society agreed with them or not. And it came to such a high art and a high position of society is that by the time of the Renaissance period, in Europe, you actually had women who were walking around the courts of Europe and actually not making noise while I'm talking. Like this guy's on the side going like...
Danny was typing.
Danny was looking something up on the internet.
Yeah. Why are you so uptight?
No, I just want to control everything.
It's just a keyboard.
I know, but just a keyboard to you means he's getting in the way of me.
He's looking up stuff for the show.
Okay.
He's not like checking his email.
Flies buzzing around your head don't bother me. They bother me.
Noises bother you?
Well,
does that really bother you?
At that point, I was trying to gather my thoughts, and that That thing right there, I think that made me wander a little bit. Well, how come you don't do that when he's talking? Go ahead.
I certainly do.
Oh my God, all sorts of stuff happens.
Well, you let him
do the show.
My dogs,
it doesn't bother
the
us.
dogs at my home don't bark because they're not allowed to. You allow them to shit on your carpet. That's your thing.
I've spent a lot on prostitutes. I've done a lot of it in my life. I love it.
I have not. I have not spent a dime on prostitutes, but the business model is wrong.
Why haven't you spent a dime on prostitutes?
Because they refuse to pay me.